Okay, so I'm announcing the giveaway for these Aerus shoes. Just look where I am. I'm on top of a mountain at minus like 5 degrees. I'm literally Bear Grylls because I want to announce something really special. The giveaway is very, very simple to enter for these shoes. All the instructions are written in the caption and these could be yours. These shoes, they're just incredible. You know what's interesting is that right before I brought these to our attention, you were talking about how you wanted to buy some brand new badminton shoes that were light enough but stable enough, but you couldn't find them in our market. So after trying them, what do you think?
No, it's actually really nice. There's a lot of comfort despite the fact that it's quite a light shoe, and I'm using the lesser model, which is still a high model but lesser than what Ken's wearing.
The Zs are just like the craziest shoes.
No, I can't really
in the entire
imagine.
market.
I can't really imagine what those would feel like, but just testing these, it's amazing. It's wonderful.
Yeah, look, we can swap the shoes after and then you can give it a go as well.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, so the Aerus lineups have been on the market for a very, very long time. I remember buying the first iterations of the Aeruses and I was blown away. I was like, wow, to have something that agile on court, that means you can get to the shuttle faster. That means you can jump higher when you smash. Everything just feels more fluid in terms of your footwork, which is so important in dictating your gameplay. And then they put out the Aerus 2s. It caught on like wildfire across the market. And ever since then, it's just been one of the most popular shoes in the entire industry. And with today's technology, it's just absolutely insane. Like, the problem with the early iterations of the Aeruses is that, okay, they are very light, they are very comfortable, but due to, you know, the limitations of back then's technology, the stability still wasn't good enough. But now, like, look at this, pan onto the shoes. I'm going to deliberately try to roll my ankles, right? I'm putting a lot of pressure. Normally you would not be doing this. Can you notice that the sides of the shoes are not giving way? It's giving the support in exactly the right places that you need it to. Look at that. So check out the Aerus X's, it's exactly the same thing. Huge amounts of stability, try to roll your ankle. No, doesn't really go. The Z just has even more reinforcement. So now we're gonna go over the technologies of the shoes to see what makes it really stand out. So today is like really, really cold. It's currently below freezing at the moment. So if you quickly look around, you can see there's like ice everywhere. We have a beautiful sunset to talk about the best light shoes in the entire badminton world. So we have the Aerus Z and the Aerus X. So I had to quickly look because they look so similar. And these are the Z2 versions of Aeruses that we've seen before, but this is a brand new colorway. And what's really special about these shoes is because they offer the best agility for any badminton shoe on the market. So the Z weighs about 240, the X is 275, but the women's edition is 215 in weight. So these are like extremely, extremely light. And the technology, let's start from the bottom. We have the radial blade soles. This design is like really, really grippy for like even dirty courts. So previously we had like the hexagon designs for shoes and those work really well. But this one allows the surface area to be even greater, especially when you apply a lot of pressure, when you're pressing on the floor, so it grips really hard. And then you have the MS Lite X midsole, super, super bouncy and super resilient to, you know, big forces and big changes in direction. And then also you have the Power graphite sheet. Whoa, like you can literally see the smoke out of my mouth as I'm speaking. So you can see that on the Z, you have that Power graphite sheet, and this offers a lot of stability. So the problem is that a lot of light shoes on the market, when you go light, then you lose that stability factor. So you end up twisting your ankles. It doesn't really feel like a shoe. So people just opt for like heavier models. But Yonex has put a lot of money, a lot of time into the research for these shoes. And they've come up with a solution that allows for both stability and lightweight properties. Super good. And then we have the famous Aerus, you know, upper, which is just so cool though. I really like the design. It's like, looks really sleek and modern. And this is like a seamless upper. So it's really just like a one-piece design. And that means there's less stress points for when you're pushing around on the court. So it doesn't break as easily and it gives you better support all around. It's like a really like solid sock, you know, that doesn't twist. And then also you have The upper that is completely made from 100% recycled materials. So it's actually nice to know that, because like as human beings, we have so much plastic waste, and to know that, you know, when you're buying a new product, you're not contributing to that, it's a good feeling. And then I would also like to point out the fact that this shoe has the mega powerful Power Cushion Plus. The Power Cushion Plus in the Z, it's just like, I've never worn shoes with that much repulsion before. Like, when I wear it with the Z, it genuinely feels like every single step when you push off, you're like flying. It's quite crazy. So I would say it's worth the extra money to buy that, but if you go for the X, it's definitely still a very good option. There's still some things that you sacrifice with the X that you don't get. So for example, you don't have that power graphite sheet the same way as the Z, and that means slightly less stability. And then also as well, if you look at the sole on the bottom, it doesn't have that blade radial design. Is the Aerus Z or the Aerus X more worth it? I would definitely say the Aerus Z. Why? Because if you're going for the lightest shoes in the badminton world, what you want is agility out of that. And the biggest compromise when it comes to engineering these shoes is that when you have something really light, you tend to have less stability. The Aerus Z has all of the technology to make sure that, for example, when you're jumping up to smash, you get the biggest repulsion off the ground. Or when you quickly change directions, you don't really roll your ankles. The Aerus X is really good. I've been wearing the Aerus X for, you know, best part of a year now, and I've had no problems when it comes to competitive play. But after you wear the Z, you just can't go back.